name's Dalton Mack. I'm from a small town in Missouri. Joined the Marine Corps at 18, did 7 years in the Marine Corps. I'm walking across the United States, started in California, and on my way to Jacksonville, North Carolina. I've been walking by myself for the last 6 months. Wanted to bring attention to men's mental health. I had two friends and a mentor of mine take their own life. They fought their own demons and succumbed to them. And I wanted to do something a little more impactful than just making a post on Facebook or that typical thing that people do where it's there and then it's gone and they forget about it. I'm walking for a specific charity called Movember. They do a lot of work on men's mental health. I've got links to that posted to my social media. That money goes straight to them. One outlook that I had on life was that people weren't compassionate. Obviously, starting this mission out, that's the whole thing. Is I'm assuming people aren't as as caring as they've proven themselves to be. I've had no state where nobody has lent me a helping hand or made a donation or bought my lunch. Every state that I've been through has had tremendous people that have came together. They see my cause. I tell them a little bit of my story, and each state the story gets a little longer, and a little has a little more depth to it. So I had people in California day one that had no idea if I was ever going to finish, all the way to 6 months later in Warrenton, Georgia, that are starting to see the final product of somebody who started something a while back and is continuing to finish it. You don't always have to be the toughest guy in the room, the quiet guy, the guy that just does everything on his own. It's important to build a community of particularly men for men that can help you along your way. You can rely on them, they can rely on you, and everybody can get better together. And that's mostly what I'm out here advocating. Ego is almost nothing but a detriment to your mental health. It's a lot of things coming together to realize that a lot of the stress we put on ourselves is taught from others, but it's also something that we cling to. We cling to that idea that if I'm not this, then people will treat me this way. And I wasn't a very personable person prior to starting this. I didn't follow my own advice, but that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. I went public with some of my biggest struggles a few months back when I first started, and I wasn't crucified for it. And that's something that I think we all fear. And I couldn't ask people to do things that I'm not willing to do. So I sat down and went over the hardest year that I had in my life that almost caused me to consider taking my own life. And it's the ego is just not worth it. I've had a lot of my friends reach out to me since starting, and I've had a lot of friends reach out to me to let me know that they've also checked on their friends since seeing what I've been doing. And that's really the whole goal, is just getting men to be there for each other and not say somebody's weak because they're going through this, because your worst day of your life might be somebody else's Tuesday. So we all need to be a little more cognizant of that and try to build each other up. I'm Dalton Mack. I'm from a small town in Missouri. I did 7 years in the Marine Corps. I'm walking across the United States to bring awareness to men's mental health as a whole, regardless of your day job. I started in Oceanside, California at the Pacific Ocean, and for the last 6 months, I've been walking across the United States, bringing awareness and talking to other men and whoever will listen about men's mental health, what it means to them, and helping them maybe get through some of their struggles. I've had some very impactful moments that's brought me all the way here to Warrenton, Georgia, and it will continue to bring me forward until I get to Jacksonville, North Carolina, and touch the Atlantic Ocean.